So, Anthony, with all that said, do you take one of those other quarterbacks instead of Stroud?
I mean, right now, everything I said about CJ Stroud this offseason, why I was so low on him, is coming to fruition. And I think as an NFL quarterback, he's going to take some bumps. He didn't take a lot of bumps last year. Year two, I think the NFL overall, defensive, schemers out there, they have the tape on them, and they're going to figure out how to slow this guy down a little bit. From a fantasy football perspective, I was never really in on him at cost. And, he was going as a top 5 or 6 quarterback in some drafts. I could not stomach that because last year, as brilliant as CJ Stroud was, he only had one game in the regular season over 2 touchdown passes. And the selling point on Stroud, well, they brought in Diggs, but my counter point was they also brought in Joe Mixon, which told me, this is the defense is going to be better. They might want to run the football a little bit more. And we even saw that yesterday with Cam Akers. This team wants to run the ball. I don't think they want to drop their quarterback and let him throw all over the football field, right? That's not really a winning formula for DeMeco Ryans coming from that San Francisco system. So does Bobby Slowick. The run opens up the pass. So I think Stroud, you might have to look in other places. I don't know if you bench him yet, but I certainly think you need to pick up if you don't have a second quarterback, and this is an eight-man league. I think you need to roster one and start picking your spots with CJ Stroud. But you're saying you have Burrow available. You easily pick up Joe Burrow, and I think you probably and tonight is going to tell us a lot. I think you potentially start Joe Burrow over CJ Stroud. I think it's an asinine, even in an 8-man league, that Joe Burrow is available.
Steve, did you have any thoughts on all that? Or
yeah, I mean, Anthony definitely was talking down Stroud a little bit, and I kind of see where he's coming from. Like he doesn't really have elite fantasy upside because he doesn't run a lot, and they do want to run the football. So he's kind of like Anthony compared to like a Kirk Cousins level. Mm-hmm. So I kind of see that. Yeah, I kind of agree. But I will say, 2 tough matchups against the Bears and the Vikings, who look like 2 of the best defenses in the league. He's got some better matchups ahead. The Bills should be a little bit tough. The Jets, but not too many bad matchups. Jaguars, Bills, Patriots, Packers, Colts, Lions, Cowboys. So it's going to ease up. They still got those 3 receivers. Also, the other thing that looks good for Stroud is their secondary is really not playing that great. Richardson tore them up a little bit. Sam Darnold tore them up. So they might get into, some more shootouts here. But yeah, I don't mind picking up a Burrow and then playing matchups at all. I think it's good when you have a quarterback like Stroud. I don't think he's a true guy that you could just throw out there every single week and say, this is my starter. So yeah, I would play matchups. He's not like, like a Josh Allen or Lamar or something like that.
Right. All right. So we're going to get to some of the